Hello, good afternoon. Today I am going to discuss our continued part of social psychology. In this video, I am going to discuss some of the important concept of social psychology, which will be more important and give strong foundation to understand the full subject of social aspect. So in our previous video we discussed about introduction of social psychology, like objectives of social psychology, what is the concept of social psychology, what we study in that social psychology, and historical context of social psychology, some of the major events. We also discussed about theoretical approach, like behavioral approach, or you can say that theoretical, in the theoretical approach we also discussed about Sigmund Freud and cognitive approach. We also discussed about biological aspect, or you can say that social biology. So we will go for detail within that aspect, some of the theories or some of the experimental concept which gave the objective study of psychology, which gave the contribution to objective study of psychology. So in that field theory given by you can say that given by Kurt Lewin, these he talks about the field. What do you mean field? Field is nothing but individual perceptions. How every individual have his own perceptions. Whenever you go outside, whenever you enter into the external world, we perceive the world, cognitions. We perceive depending on our attributions, and we also our own baggage whenever you go. So he called his field. Kurt Lewin called this concept as a field. So that means every individual has his own perceptions and attitude and own aura. You can say kind of aura, or you can kind of own instinct. So combined all these kind of things create kind of field. So he called his field, and he proposed that theory, that's called field theory. And also he gave a very important concept within the field theory called personal space. In the sense, like personal space, wherever the field creates the personal space. Okay, even the personal space is also very important concept in social psychology. We will study in applied social psychology application of personal space. It's a very important concept of personal space which we have to discuss. So field theory is give very important contribution to social psychology when we are studying the individual contribution, like how individual relate to the society, how individual relate to the group. So it is better to understand field theory, how it works. Then only we can understand the interpersonal relationship and how individual correlate with peer group, how individual correlate with his society. So this is a very important aspect. And also you have to understand the personal space some extent to know about Kurt Lewin field theory. And then comes to the Leonov-Festinger cognitive dissonance. So cognitive dissonance, it is basically very simple to understand. I will give you very there is a two factor. One is the consonant and dissonance. So dissonance means out of tune. Actually something is going to opposite to our attitude. Suppose I am suppose I am a non-vegetarian. If I saw some people, those who are eating non-veg, you feel that like you feel yourself like I'm a non-vegetarian, but the people, your friends, may be a vegetarian and I am a non-vegetarian. So there you may think that the vegetarian is good. To be vegetarian is good. So then you are a non-vegetarian. You think that you have to change your attitude to to become a vegetarian, or either you have to strongly hold that opinion, attitude, and to continue as a non-vegetarian. So here it's very important, like where you can change the attitude only you have feeling the dissonance. Here, being a non-vegetarian, I am feeling dissonance feeling, like I am feeling uncomfortable. So I have to change the either to convert as a vegetarian, or I have to strongly hold my attitude. So it is very important to understand. So this topic is it was very important in changing attitude. It's related to a topic of attitude. So as we know that attitude is a very important concept in social psychology, especially how attitude are formed and the way attitude are changed, how and why attitudes are generally changed. So it is very important, even though we have so many theories, but Leonard Festinger cognitive dissonance is one of the important theory. And as we know that sociobiology is one of the it's one of the important theoretical approach. Actually, there are two words. One is a sociology, and that means society, and another one is a biology. So we are looking at the social context in the biological format. So for example, if you see any society or any suppose you take a one ecosystem or any community, suppose a tribal society, you take a one tribal society, how the entire tribal society living with a one specified ecosystem like river bed or within the one given forest, how their living style and lifestyle influenced by the ecosystem. It may be water, it may be environment, and it may be weather conditions really influence. So that is very important. That points we are going to study in social biology. So ecology, entire ecological aspect, and psychosocial surroundings, with including the flora and fauna, influence the sociobiology. So social biology is a very important and emerging context in social psychology. It is a very modern trend, and also there is so many applications. I am not going to discuss detail here. You have to understand actually what do you mean sociobiology and what are the applications of social biology. Even it is also some aspect related to genetical aspect also. We have some breeds, crossbreedings, and also some other related issues like which how genetic influence our psychosocial environment. But I just wanted to know that sociobiology is a very important and developing part, and there are a lot of research has been took place, and also it's ongoing research process in sociobiology. It's very important to understand sociobiology and the social cognition. So these are the three theories which are very important, and also these are component actually social cognition. So as we know, as a cognitive psychology, we understand what do you mean cognition. But when we are studying the social psychology, and we are the cognition becoming social context. So more into our cognition becoming the social oriented, and what things happen in society. For example, if the way I am thinking is negative, I always think about negative. So my thinking is considered as general cognitions. Whatever I way up I am thinking, the way I am thinking. But when I saw my relatives, when I interact with the people, I also start thinking about negative themselves, about them. So I start thinking negative about them. So entire society will look me negative, like the way I am looking. So here the social cognition is the entire process, like it including processing, social information processing, it include the problem solving, it will include the interpersonal relationship, it include attribution, it include all the things whichever comes in the social psychology. So it includes any international issues what we are discussing as an individual, any national issues what we think about our society, peer group. So these are all included in the social cognition. Actually social cognition is the one of the sub part but widely discussed part of I think very major part of social psychology. Most of the areas we discuss components somewhere around related to social cognition, whether it may be attribution, whether it may be impression formation, whether it may be pro-social behavior, all somewhere around related to this social cognition concept. Of course, information processing, we also discuss cognitive psychology. So here something we are related to social cognitive psychology. Like information processing, we also discussed in the context of how we perceive the information from external world. So here the information processing related to how our cognition or information way we processing the information related to social context, related to social culture, like cultural expressions, social gatherings, how we see the social gatherings, how we see our result with the peer group, how we perceive the peer group, how we perceive the social situations, how we perceive the social comparison. So these are all comes under these things. Somewhere around you can right now have a clear idea what we are going to discuss in social psychology. So it really helps us to think about not only our individual aspect but also our interpersonal relationship, intrapersonal relationship and interpersonal relationship. So, and it is also tells us to how to maintain a good relationship and also know about your group and know about as an individual. It really help to information processing. It's not just cognitive psychology information processing. It is information processing in the context of social aspect. So as a social being, we are in what kind of information we are processing. This is what today I wanted to discuss. In upcoming part, I am going to discuss some other important aspect of social psychology. In fact, we are going to deep into the other topics like attributions and information processing, impression formation, and also observation learning and all that stuff. So again, I want you to subscribe my channel so that you can find the videos and also share my videos to other friends, those who need, those who are preparing for this exam, and definitely it will help. And also we are making a separate playlist, and please go through the playlist and watch in our previous videos. If you are not watching my previous videos, it is very difficult to you to understand. So please watch my previous videos related to social psychology. And also we made each and every topic unit 1 also, emergence of psychology. So we have around 42 videos you can go through and link the concept, because every concept are overlapping. So my request is that don't forget to press the bell icon so that it will entire regular videos will reach you in the better way and the right time. So saying this, I am going to conclude my videos. Thank you so much.